question time. I want you to think back to the first time you dressed up. I know mine, because I've been thinking about it. What's your first memory of playing dress up? Oh, I can see your face going, and I mean you as well. All the men in the room as well, please. How old were you? Where were you? Who was with you if you weren't on your own? Imagine and describe your outfit. How did you feel? Tell the person next to you, near you, around you. Now, please. Talk.
Me and my sister for having her throw away her favourite pink dress. That was kind of didn't go very well.
How did you feel when you put it on?
It was really, thinking back, I've never really thought about this. Thinking back, I was actually, I don't remember feeling me at all. I was dressing up as my mum. I hadn't really noticed that. Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My first experience was when we first moved to Banbury. We were in primary school, and there was a dressing up box in the reading corner. And the dressing up box had a swishy, the only way I could describe it, grey dress that obviously when I put it on my four-year-old self, it came down to here and it had a massive skirt. And when you twirled, which I'm not going to do, and sat down quickly, it billowed out like those ladies in Gone with the Wind. And to this day, I love a swishy dress and I love a twirl. If you finished your work early, you were allowed to go into the dressing up box, and I worked so hard, so I could rush there. Their little faces watching me like, was that going to do? When I nabbed the best dress. So that's and I think that's important. We forget to feel We forget how clothes made us feel, and that's what's important about dressing to where you're happy. It's about how you feel, it's not about how you look, okay? But, yeah, and it can be about how you look, obviously, but on the whole, your primary thought is, how does this make me feel? I've got bad knees. I can't wear heels at the moment. But I may never go back to wearing heels because I am loving off my trainers, okay? And these make me happy because well, I can't help but laugh when I look down. But every time I wear them, the colours, the fact that they're comfortable, the fact that I can bound around on the whole, they make me feel good. I know you're looking at me, Talika, but we're good. It's good, it's all good. You're still with me, aren't you?
Yeah.
There, see? Okay, so some tips. Right, I could get up here and put the colour wheel up and tell you that red is aggressive, but it's also very sexy. I could do all of that, but actually, as it says there, colour is culturally loaded. So in the UK we wear black for mourning, and in China it's white. You may want to wear red, you may not. You've got to work out what's best for you, what suits you, what lifts you. When you look in the mirror and you put something up against you, or you try it on, does that make you feel good, or do you feel like a bit of an idiot? Okay? And sometimes you can't do that alone. I'll come back to that one. Memories, my fave, your fave. Our clothes are full of memory and meaning. I have a dress that my mother bought in New York when I was 16 that she was going to slim into. She never got the chance because I nicked that sucker right out of her wardrobe, and I've been wearing it since. That's 39 years, oh my God. That's 39 years. And I get it out every summer. And I remember various places I was, and it reminds me of my mother, and it's worn, so it feels good, and it's coming apart, but I love it. And when I feel like I want to feel good, that's what I put on. It doesn't particularly suit me that way. It's not a great shape for my boobs, but hey, I like it. So that's why we all have garments hanging in our closets, shoved in the back of drawers and boxed up in garages. This is a wonderful website. I don't know whether you know it, Rebecca, Worn Stories, where this artist and writer and editor has gathered all these stories about people's clothing. It's a fantastic read if you've got a few days and quite long. So, yeah, choosing clothes that hold special memories for you. They might have belonged to somebody that you love. They might be clothes that you may have slipped back into, who knows? Okay? But thinking on those lines as well. Vintage and secondhand clothing. This is another thing I want to research. I know you're going to research is about black women and their relation to vintage and secondhand clothing, because there is some kind of history there. But I don't know whether. I would like to do something more on that. But in terms of vintage and secondhand clothing, it's the satisfaction you know that these clothes won't end up in landfill. It's sustainable fashion. It's a connection to the past, but obviously that will depend on your own cultural background. How clothes feel. Rough textures rub some people's backs up. Some people like softness. A lot of people like softness, whether it's mohair, whether it's cashmere, if you're lucky enough, whether it's silk, whether it's a warm cotton, it